Hello, my name's Sam Wild. I am a professional puppet designer, theatre designer, costume designer, general maker, and I'm here today to talk to you about some cardboard dragon wings that I've made as part of Cardboard Adventures, which is my new venture that I'd love for you to be part of. Now, I am here today at the glorious Puppet Place, which is possibly the most beautiful room I've ever been in, so inspiring, to make some dragon wings. So first things first is I've printed out my pattern and I've already cut out all of my shapes. Okay, so they're already done. So our first step is to take our wings. So I've got one with the grain running one way and one with the grain running the other, and I'm just going to lay those on top and use a bit of hot glue just to join those two together. There we go, laying them on top, putting a bit of pressure. Lovely. I'll do that on the next side as well. Glue, pressure, hold it for a second, easy peasy. Right, once that bit's done, I've got my wing details. Here we go. And they're just gonna, again, use hot glue. You only need a tiny weeny bit just to hold them in place. There we go, so put that on there, as you can see. And on the next one, and you can already see how fast it's coming together. Now these are made for little shoulders, but with a little tech savviness you can print the pattern in a larger shape and even make one for yourself. There we go, push those down. So now's the next bit. So I'm going to get myself just a metal rule, try and keep hold of it. They can be slippy, so do be careful. And I'm just going to make a mark where I want the wings to bend. So I'm just pushing in just to give me a little guide there. And then with a little elbow muscle, just going to bend those wings just so that they've got that lovely flap when we join them together. There's one side, and I'll do it the same on the other side. Really got to get your thumb into that, and just make sure you give it a waft, and just to make sure that's a really loose join. Right, so next step is good braces. So I've cut out my two back braces, and I'm going to use a little bit of duct tape. It doesn't need to be fancy, just a small square of it on every corner of one of the braces. You don't need to do this on both. Just a small square. And we're doing this just to reinforce. So in the moment we're going to take those bits of elastic we've got and we're going to sew them straight onto this. There we go. So I've got them on the side, and then on the other side I'm going to take my bit of elastic and I'm going to put my thread through here and sew them onto there. Now the length of the elastic is very dependent upon who it's going to fit, so it's usually worth just stretching it around there. It won't be hugely long. What's this? This is what, 30 centimetres? But yeah, just double check that size. You don't want it to be too tight. Now I won't make you the painful experience of watching me sew that. I've already done one for myself. It's quite easy just to push through. Just a normal needle and thread is all you need. So there we go. So now I'm going to get my wings with the detail part facing up. Make sure that all fits. Lovely jubbly. Bit of hot glue. Voila! With a bit of pressure, hold it down for a second. Look at the camera if you can. Give them a wink. Then over onto the other side, and we get our second brace, and we just do exactly the same thing. Bit of glue. Ooh. Now the glue should be enough to hold that, but I'm just gonna put a bit of tape around here as well, just to hold that in place. Just to be doubly sure, you don't want it to fall apart when you're filming, do you? There we go, and you can already see that is that's pretty much it. So you put your wings through those and you've got your shape, all right? But that's not good enough for Cardboard Adventures, no siree. Next step, dragon's tail. Now these are two pieces, but the grains are running the same way. The reason that's important is because we're going to curve it. So what I'm going to do is bend it up, and I'm going to wait until I get a nice sort of curve. That looks nice to me. You can make it much more severe a curve or much less. I think, yeah, that looks about right. And once I've got that right, bend the next one. Bit of glue. And then when you lay them on top of each other, make sure you hold that curve. And because there's two sheets with the grain running the same way, it should, when it dries, hold that curve. Lovely jubbly. So you've got your wing details on the front, on the back. We're going to add a little bit of glue to the top of this. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? And then attach that onto it. Now, next step is my favourite step, and it's completely up to you. There we go. So here is our dragon things. The next step is to decorate it, and you make it your entirely own way. I like to leave mine looking quite cardboardy, but you could paint yours, loads of paint, glitter, loads of fun things to make it lots of shapes. When I make them for my family, I tend to just do lots of cardboard circles stuck on them. They look like scales, they're great. But yeah, now you put that on. It won't fit me, so I won't bother. Run around, make sure to flap those wings and have a wonderful time. And guard all your treasure with every part of your soul. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please come again and share them on social media. Thank you very much.